In the years that followed, Eldoria thrived, and the memory of Kael's selfless act became an integral part of the village's identity. A monument was erected in his honor, a symbol of strength, courage, and the indomitable spirit of a boy who had faced insurmountable odds for the sake of others. The tale of Kael and the mystical mountain served as a reminder to Eldorians that, in times of adversity, unity and selflessness could overcome even the greatest challenges. As the mountain ascended into the sky, dark clouds gathered, and a gentle rain began to fall. The drought-stricken land beneath the mystical mountain was revitalized, and life returned to the once parched fields and riverbanks. Eldoria was saved, and the villagers rejoiced in gratitude for their hero, Kael. However, the joyous moment was short-lived. As Kael began his journey back to Eldoria, weakened from the tremendous effort, a sudden and powerful storm erupted. Lightning cracked across the sky, and fierce winds buffeted the mountain. In the midst of the tempest, Kael lost his footing, and with a deafening crash, the mountain fell, trapping him beneath its colossal weight. The villagers, unaware of Kael's plight, celebrated the end of the drought. Yet, as news of the storm spread, concern gripped the hearts of the Eldorians. With a heavy heart, they realized that their hero, the boy who had saved them, was now in desperate need of rescue. Driven by gratitude and a sense of responsibility, the villagers gathered their strength. Eldorians of all ages and backgrounds worked together, using ropes, pulleys, and sheer determination to lift the mountain and free Kael. The once drought-stricken village now faced a new challenge, but the bond among its people grew stronger as they united in a common cause. After hours of tireless effort, the villagers successfully lifted the mountain, revealing Kael beneath, battered but alive. The moment was met with a collective sigh of relief and tears of joy. The community that had once faced despair now rejoiced in the triumph over adversity. Kael, though weakened and bruised, felt a profound sense of accomplishment. He had sacrificed his own well-being to save his village, and in turn, the villagers had come together to rescue him. Eldoria flourished once more, and the legend of Kael, the boy who lifted a mountain to save his home, became a cherished tale passed down through generations. In a quaint village named Eldoria, nestled in a valley surrounded by rolling hills and dense forests, a young boy named Kael lived with his family. Kael possessed extraordinary strength, a gift that set him apart from his peers. Despite his physical prowess, Kael was known for his gentle nature and willingness to help others. Eldoria had long been blessed with fertile lands and a meandering river that provided sustenance to the villagers and their crops. However, a shadow fell upon the village when a prolonged drought struck the region. The once flowing river had dwindled to a mere trickle, and the crops withered under the relentless heat of the sun, as the elders gathered to discuss the dire situation. Kael overheard their worried conversations. Unable to bear the suffering of his community, he decided to embark on a journey to find a solution to the drought. Rumors spoke of a mystical mountain hidden deep within the enchanted forest, said to possess the power to bring rain. Kael believed that if he could bring this mountain to Eldoria, the drought would come to an end. With a determined spirit, Kael set out on his quest. His journey took him through dense forests, across perilous mountains, and through mystical landscapes inhabited by creatures of legend. Along the way, he faced trials that tested his strength and courage. Yet, with each challenge, Kael persevered, driven by the thought of bringing relief to his suffering village. After days of arduous travel, Kael finally reached the heart of the enchanted forest, where the mystical mountain stood tall. The air was charged with magic, and Kael could feel the power emanating from the ancient rocks. With a deep breath, he summoned all his strength and lifted the mountain from its resting place.